Huber in the morning on 100.7 The Bay.
It is time for the radio sensation Sweep in the Nation. Let's do it.
On this day. It's Huber in the mornings on this day on 100.7 The Bay.
That's right. Time to take a deep dive into November 16th throughout the annals of history. We are going to frolic down memory lane. We're going to listen to clips. We're going to reminisce, all the while trying to guess the year the following things occurred. You can play along. 410-584-100.7, and I encourage you to do so. Because I'm pretty clueless about at least this first one here. But it's a jam. Are you ready for the jams?
It's a jam?
Spelled with a Z?
Oh,
jams. All right, then. This is a love it or hate it. I don't think anybody's lukewarm on this.
yes.
Here we go.
We built this city.
Woo-hoo!
We built
Gets right to it.
Yeah.
They live, don't bore us, get to the chorus. I mean, it just comes out swinging. Hey, it's Jefferson Starship. What's going on with your new song?
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city.
Yeah, we did.
We built this city on rock.
And let the 80s beats commence. Oh, man. Bow, bow. This is synth pop gold, baby. I don't think there's an analog instrument within 6 miles of this song.
A lot of tiny ties.
Yeah.
A lot of big overcoats in this music
Man.
video. Do you think it's too long? Do you think that's what kills it? It's because it's close to 5 minutes.
Way too long.
Yeah.
Way too long.
I think if we did it in like a tasteful 3:30, nobody has an issue at this point.
I mean, the problem is, the gift's all the way unwrapped 2 seconds in. That's the
true.
only part you want. And then the Mamba part, I'm totally over, too. Just sing it again.
Do you want to read the story?
Oh, yeah. We built this city. By Jefferson Starship hits number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It's later named Worst Song of All Time by Blender Magazine. And I remember the days of Maxim and Blender, and where did they all go?
I think they're digital.
Websites? Are they websites now, I guess?
Maximum is.
Other songs on the list that year, you ask? Well, Achy Breaky Heart, Everybody Have Fun Tonight by Wang Chung, Rollin' from Limp Bizkit, and Huey Lewis in the News, The Heart of Rock and Roll. Save for Rollin', they're all the same song. Man,
We built this city.
Can we just get that?
Right.
I need that.
Okay.
We built this city. Alex!
We need that bit.
We built this city.
We built this city.
Who's we? Jefferson Starship? They're not out there in Carhartts building any cities. I mean, if this isn't the 80s, then I'm jumping from the 12th floor. It's got to be the 80s. This is the most 80s thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, so the Blender list I provided was done
later.
It was
obviously,
later, yeah. It was just, framing some context of other awful songs, people. I mean, so your opinion, is this the worst song of all time?
Hell no!
Can you think of one off the top of your head that you...
Hold on. Yeah, lots of people hating this song at 410-584-100.7. A lot of people guessing years. Worse songs than this? I mean, I agree with the Billy Ray Cyrus for sure. You know my most hated songs, right?
I do, but I was
The
hoping...
Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy. Ain't That Tough Enough by the Fabulous Thunderbirds. Black Velvet by Alana Miles. So I got lots of them above this. Would this even make my list of worst songs of all time? I don't know.
Can you give me a new one? One maybe you've not shared with us.
Ooh. Have I added any to the list lately, you're asking?
I'm sure there is.
Mike from Reisterstown, by the way, saying this song is a banger.
Right, thank you.
Yeah.
It's fun. And I don't say most things are fun. I
think the issue with it is just the insanely dated sound. Every instrument in this is completely just stuck in a time, you know what I mean? A time and place.
Yeah, but
Like, if you reworked this song with, like, some guitar-based drums or even, like, as a DJ song or something with beeps and boops, it'd probably be good again.
yeah, but is it more beloved now because we can look back at it from a distance and be like, well, that's an 80s sound. That's everything that we loved about that time period.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is a time capsule for sure.
Right. I feel like most of the hate came when this came out for about 5 years.
Mike from Westminster saying they were definitely better as Jefferson Airplane. Yeah, I mean, drugs are good.
You got to give me a year.
Oh, man, oh, man. I got everything from 84, 85, 87. I feel like this has to be later 80s because this is like a shark jump. This is like Fonzie on a surfboard clearing the dorsal fin of a shark live on television. But 85 now is coming in the hottest. I'm going to go with 85. I got nothing. 85.
Locking it in?
Yeah.
1985.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct.
That's a fact, Jack!
All right. All right, it is time. Oh, this day is getting better by the second. Who do we have playing here? None other than Mr. John Bon Jovi himself.
John, welcome to the show.
Regular guest of the program.
Really? Where's Richie? How's Richie doing?
410-584-100.7. Thanks for all the help. We'll be back right after this song by Bon Jovi with the second half of On This Day, where we discuss a holiday classic in Home Alone.
Before we jump to story 2, do you want to give me that one song you discussed that you really hated?
Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. It's been one that I've hated for a long time, but I finally committed to it and put it on the Songs I Hate playlist that I have. Which does beg the question, why would you make a playlist of songs you never want to hear? Just so I don't want to forget that I hate them. You know what I mean? I don't want to get tricked into Ain't That Dove Enough one day by accident. Oh, Lord. So something we don't hate this time of year especially is a little film about a young precarious youth left home alone over the holidays. That's right, we're talking about Kevin!
Where are you going? We're gonna miss the plane!
When the McAllister family left on their Christmas vacation,
Did we miss the plane? No, you just made it. Yeah!
they forgot one small thing.
Have yourself
A terrible feeling.
Christmas.
Did you lock up?
Let yourself be light.
Do we set the timers on the lights?
What else could we be forgetting?
Our troubles will be ours.
Kevin!
Home Alone.
It is a classic.
What do you think the sweater budget was on that movie?
You know, that's the number one thing about this movie that, I mean, it doesn't really get overlooked, but it's just, how rich do you have to be to fly that many people to Paris for Christmas?
Yeah.
On your own dime. I mean, though, McAllister family was doing something right. I don't know what it was. They never allude to it, do they? Mm-hmm. But man, oh man, that house.
So nice.
Huge.
Huge columns in the front.
Yeah.
Every room has a Christmas tree.
It's pretty unbelievable.
Attic is a room for 2 other people.
Especially hard to believe that a house that nice exists in a neighborhood where the police department is from 1964. Have you ever paid attention to the police cars
I haven't.
that show up at the end of that film? I mean, I don't know if they ran out of budget because of renting that big house or something, but I'm telling you, I think this movie is like 1990. I'm almost positive of it.
Okay.
And the police cars that show up are from 1964. I swear to God. And it almost makes me think, like, was this a period piece and I missed it? Why are the police cars so old in Home Alone? 410-584-100.7. Does anybody ever notice the police cars? Is it just me? Am I crazy? It's nuts.
It was like,
we're going to go investigate the house here. It's Home Alone. We think they left the kid at home. Yeah.
we got a catch the wet bandits, see? One of them is very short and very mouthy. The other one has a very curly haircut.
I hope some hippies didn't invade this house and try and rob all the goods.
Yeah, they are very reminiscent of Huber earlier in the week slapping his iPhone on the top of the car.
Know. Somebody just reaching out the window, punk, a little magnet light on the top.
Let's go, Magna P.I.
And I mean, I don't know. The wet bandits, I mean, how are you just going to stand still and let all that stuff happen to you?
Right.
And it's, they rob so many houses and leave the water on and all that stuff. Once you get burned in the hair, just move on.
Right.
Just go away. It's not worth it.
I think when I lose my shoes,
right,
like he does on the tart.
Moving on.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on. Joe Pesci. You know what the miracle of that film is? And it is a holiday miracle.
Uh-huh.
Joe Pesci spends an entire film without cursing.
So...
How does that even happen?
I read a story about 2 weeks ago. We were doing another Joe Pesci thing. What he does when he gets a script, he adds the curse words in when he's rehearsing because that's just how he talks.
Yeah.
Now, he's able to take them out when he's reading the script and when they're filming, but everything in between, every line in that movie had a curse word when he was practicing.
Dear Internet, hear our prayer. Please take Joe Pesci's lines from Casino and insert them into Home Alone and overdub the entire film. Amen. Could you imagine?
Well, before we jump, where does this fall in line with you with like great holiday movies?
It was so far off of pre-Kid Huber's radar that it never even made the list.
Really?
Post-Kid Huber, it's like a 5-a-season watcher. The boys love it. And that just lets you know what, artistic level the beating the wet bandits up comedy plays to.
Right. If I come over and they don't call me an ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property, I'm going to be very disappointed.
What's the name of the pizza joint?
Oh, like Pepe's?
I thought it was Little something. Little Nero's?
Nino's or something? Yeah, it's something like that.
410-584, we'll have it here in a second. What is the name of the pizza delivery place in Home Alone? I'm going to guess 1990. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, Randy Watson, 2 days in a row.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct.
Hey, is that a fact?
That's the fact, Jack!
Oh, cool. Thanks. Nice. Home Alone and Jefferson Starship.